beautiful Sagittarians, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your career reading for mid-May right through to mid-June 2023. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I'll never ask for personal details. And I'll also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Sagittarians, this is your career reading. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect to an outcome. The first deck will give you the overarching energy, and then the second deck I'm going to do a Celtic cross just to see the details of what is coming your way. But just to make you aware, your 6th house of daily routines is going to be influencing you during this time. Now, you're going to be looking at your repetitive tasks and responsibilities, so you're going to be in a very productive mood when it comes to your career. But at the same time, you're going to be trying to find balance in all things, because health is also starred for you, and you will put that at the forefront over the next 6 weeks. So if you feel like work has been taking its toll on you, you will free yourself up to find a little bit more me time, or you'll be more time efficient with your schedule so that you can actually schedule in a little bit of time for yourself or for a little bit of fun. Now also, what's wonderful is your first house is going to take over from that, and that's really about your identity, making your mark in your career, your reputation, what you're known for, expressing yourself and finding your unique voice in your line of work. Now, of course, it's going to be different for everybody. Very chaotic energy for you at the moment, so perhaps you're going through a major restructure in your career. It's definitely going to put you in a very powerful position, whatever these changes are. But let's get your starting cards on Yeah, you're in a very powerful position, but I definitely see that you're trying to accomplish something. You're wondering if you're on track. And the answer is yes, you're right on track, okay? Now, your first card here is the Hangman. So some of you have been waiting for something that you've been truly longing for, working really hard for. Some of you may have even felt that the working environment has been turned upside down a little bit. There's some major restructures. Now, this could even be within certain practices. For example, if you work for yourself, you may find that there are tax implications that perhaps are new. There's, perhaps new documents that you've got to fill in, or if you are on social media, there's new guidelines, or you may, if you work for a company, you might find that they're actually physically restructuring, so you may have to move office, or you may even find that they are downsizing or changing branches. There's definitely some sort of movement going on in your career sector, and I feel like you're watching, observing, and looking at how you fit into all of these things. You're navigating these changes. You may feel at first that you are in a maze. You know, it's like you're wondering, how do you get to the center of what you truly desire? You will get there. You will reach your goal. And I definitely see when you surrender, I mean, the card of surrender, it doesn't mean you're giving up on something. What it means is you're going with the flow. You're accepting that the universe and fate, your destiny, is taking over to put you in the place where you belong. So if you have been asking if you're on the right track, the answer is yes. Now, this next 6 weeks, you could be looking at your career from a different viewpoint, trying to gain a little bit more knowledge. Some of you may be trying to approach your work in a different way. I feel like the goal is the same, and you're going to achieve that goal. You're going to be very productive in the month of May into June. And I do feel these changes, they actually happen more as you move into June, but I feel there's preparation that's going on in May. Now, when you get the Hangman card, it really indicates relax. Take some time out to recharge your batteries and really take stock of things. So if you're trying to make some changes in your career, I definitely feel that it's important to take a pause in order to reevaluate your circumstances. When you get the Hangman, this is always an indication that you are someone who sacrifices a lot of your energy, your time, your wonderful knowledge to get to where you want to go. And with the Hangman, it can indicate that in order to get something new, you may have to sacrifice something old in order to gain something more positive. So some of you may be thinking about leaving a job that you're in, and you're taking a pause to really plan your escape or plan your transition, shall we say, because I see new doors opening up to you. And with the Chariot card there and the Transformation, which is the Death card, I definitely see some of you are leaving a space in order to open yourself up to something new. And if you've been out of work for a while and you're looking for an opportunity, some of you may have been feeling a little bit frustrated, or you may feel that there's nothing out there at the moment and things feel a little bit uncertain, and you've been waiting and waiting. You may have felt a little bit in limbo, but I definitely see that there's movement going on in your career sector that will change everything and transform your finances, but most importantly, transform your morale is what I'm seeing. So if you work in a toxic environment and you're thinking, you know what, I've got to stay where I'm at because I'm paid money, I can pay the bills, you may be thinking of a different way to approach your work so that you can actually enjoy it a little bit more. Some of you may even just try to remove yourself from any office politics or anything that you've been struggling with. I definitely see that this next 6 weeks is going to be full of inspiration, creative ideas, lots of thoughts, but you may think about pausing or taking a step back to really evaluate where you are in your career. And a lot of you are wondering, are you on the right path? Okay. Now, instinctively, you are on the right path. We do have the empowerment card here. Some of you may have felt that your career, although you love what you do, has ground to a bit of a halt. Or you may feel that it's losing momentum, or you may have even felt that you've been feeling a little bit unmotivated recently and you're trying to check in and see what that is. If you feel that there's a glass ceiling and you can't get past a certain level of your career, I definitely see you smashing through that glass ceiling and moving on, whether that's putting your resume out there to find new opportunities that pay more money, but most importantly, value your skills and elevate you to the ranks that you truly deserve to be in. The Chariot card indicates movement, having a goal, committing yourself, and being successful. So some of you, if you felt a little bit low energy, or you've just felt that you're not making progress in a situation, I feel like you're dedicating yourself to really go back to the drawing board and look at the map. Is there an easier way or a more interesting way to get to where you want to go? And if the answer is yes, as soon as you find that, you're going to make the changes necessary to get there. This is a card of success. It's a card of having confidence in your skills. And I feel you've been trying to learn that as you go through your working environment. You're someone who has staying power. So I feel like you're very, very talented. And there are transformations that actually will help you fly in the working environment. So even if you're out of work at the moment and you're feeling a little bit like concerned, I definitely see that you're taking the initiative to put yourself in a position to be seen, whether that's through an agency or whether that's you applying for work. I definitely see you elevating in some area of your career. So the next position that comes in actually transforms and you're on the up. This is the Death card. So if you want to stay where you're at and you're happy with the way things are going in your career environment right now, you may be looking at making some minor changes, maybe even some big changes, where you are breaking all habits, whether that's, because I feel like you want more focus this month on reaching a goal. Some of you will be completing tasks or projects, hitting deadlines and being on to the next. But I definitely see you in the flow of doing. And if you've been feeling a little bit lost recently in your career, suddenly you gain insight and a stagnant situation suddenly becomes mobile and you're moving forward. This could be the beginning of a new job opportunity or even promotion or raise, or even just suddenly you're a little bit more passionate about what you do because you've been feeling a little bit lackluster or kind of wondering what's the point. You may be checking in with yourself to really evaluate and see, are you on the right track? Are you as far ahead as you would hope to be in your career? And if the answer is no, I feel like you're approaching it in a different way. The goal is still the same and you will accomplish that goal. Now, for some of you, if you feel, this is only if you've come to this reading and you've been let go from a working practice, or you've lost your job in some way, don't lose hope. There's definitely an opportunity coming on in here for you. You are very talented. You're very skillful at what you do. And you may have been told, or you may be told, that you're overqualified for some of the positions that are available out there in the job market right now. Don't listen to it. Don't believe it. There is actually a wonderful opportunity that's coming for you that's going to see you in a very, very good position. Now, we do have the King of Wands there. Now, the King of Wands is really about being in a very powerful position where you are inspired, passionate about what you do. So if you have been feeling a little bit of low morale, or you've been feeling a little bit, low energy, low motivation, in the next 6 weeks, you're being given a boost of energy to move forward on something. Any new ideas that you've got, because I feel like you're determined for a new adventure. Some of you may be actually, seeing what's out there in terms of resume, or you may actually go to your boss and ask, is there any room for a promotion? Because you've got the skills, you've got the gifts, you've got the know-how, you've got the smarts, you're really good at what you do. And this is a card of being a go-getter, going out there, leadership. You're taking the initiative in your career, and some of you are boldly approaching your career in a brand new way with lots of new ideas, and you're going to get the goal, whatever it is that is a goal for you. But we've got the Three of Wands, which is crossing. Now, this can indicate some of you are a little bit unsure right now whether you're on the right path, or you may have felt there's been a bit of a delay. Of course, we went through a major pandemic, which delayed a lot of people's progress. Some people, they thrived through it. Some people did not. But the Three of Wands is you waiting, observing, and anticipating a change. Now, some of you could be setting up your own business, becoming an entrepreneur, or you are an entrepreneur and you're waiting for business to start returning to the way it was. I mean, I feel things have changed. And I feel some things are never really going to go back to the way they were, but I actually see things being a little bit better for you, actually, and I see you thriving. Also, the Three of Wands is an expansion of opportunities that are coming for you, but you may not be able to see them right now. So if you are looking for a promotion or a raise, you may not have heard anything on the grapevine, but you will do very shortly. Some of you may have felt that your progress has been delayed in some way, and you've started to really check in with your energy exchange to see if it's really worth the effort that you're putting in. The Three of Wands is a wonderful card because it does indicate that you're building confidence, and that some of you may be, looking at the exchange or looking at the outcome and feeling it's not what you'd hoped for, but actually the Three of Wands indicates it's going to turn out even better than you expected. But with the Three of Wands in this position, it can also indicate that you feel there's been a delay, or there's been some setbacks, or you can't see how you can elevate in your situation right now. I do see that you're going to be surprised, okay? Now, they keep showing me the Moon card. When I was doing a little bit of I do a meditation before I do your reading. They kept showing me the Moon card there. So some of you may have been feeling a little bit uncertain. You're trying to check in with your goals and your dreams. And you do obviously have something in mind, but the Moon card is like caution. So some of you may be intuitively or have a hunch that there are some changes afoot within your career sector, and you're just wondering how they apply to you, okay? I definitely see that you are going to be in a very powerful position, but with the 9 and 10 of Wands present in your reading, it does tell me that you're exhausted. Some of you are feeling that you've been working overtime or working as hard as you can on something that perhaps you feel isn't showing up for you at the moment. You may be feeling a little bit like overstretched, or that someone is delegating their work towards you. With the Four of Swords there, it indicates that you need to take a break, okay? Sometimes when we feel burnt out, it's hard to have any new ideas. It's hard to see that things can get any better, but they are going to get better for you. I mean, some of these cards that you've got, it's been very, very difficult, but you do have a plan. They want me to go again, so I will. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful... Thank you so much. So We've got the Devil card, what is below, okay? Now I'm going to pull a card on this because the Devil card can indicate that you're feeling a little bit stuck in your circumstances right now, or you feel that perhaps you are in a toxic environment that is in some way holding you back or is not really promoting you or supporting your career development. And with the Devil card, it can indicate that there could be someone who's got a bad habit at work, bad habit of causing problems, causing issues, someone who is trying to either micromanage you or push your buttons or play people off each other, like low morale, office politics, no team support, that sort of thing. So I'm just going to pull a card because the Devil card, it's actually not a negative card. It's not an evil card either. It actually entails you identifying something that perhaps is causing you doubt, causing you to feel anxiety, or causing you to feel helpless to change your situation right now. So for example, you may feel like if you want to step into a leadership position, there's no leadership positions available because you feel everybody's taken those at the moment and you can't see how it can occur that you will step into the next level of your career. For some of you, you may feel that the working environment is pretty saturated right now, so you just feel it's really difficult to get something that you want at the pay level that you deserve. So I definitely see this hesitancy. If some of you are thinking about leaving an opportunity, you may be looking to see what's out there. And because I get this sentence that's coming with this card, it's like, I don't want to jump out of the frying pan into the fire. Okay, that's a very old saying, but I get the sentiment. Okay, so it's like, it's almost, here's me with all the sentences today. It's almost like saying, you know, better the devil you know than the devil you don't, okay? So it's like there could be someone who is causing you difficulty in your working practice at this moment in time, and you keep asking yourself, is it worth staying in this position? Are you going to elevate? Will that person eventually, you know, mature and stop being a problem at your working environment? Page of Swords. Now, Page of Swords is to be curious about new ideas or to see what's out there, investigating something. As I said, the Devil card, it's not an evil card. It actually indicates you identifying a problem. Some of you may feel like you're not seen or appreciated in your career sector, and it's something that really bothers you. And it's not that you're obsessing over it, but it's something that really feels isolating or makes you feel that you are working really hard and there's just no goal in sight. You can't see how you're going to reach where you want to go. I definitely see, I mean, look at that. We've got very detached energy here. We got a Queen of Swords, we got a Page of Swords, we got a King of Swords. So there could be some people who are very direct, very sharp. You may be working in a very austere environment or a ruthless environment, perhaps, where, you know, everything has to be absolutely precise and you're very dedicated to what you do and you're very good about what you do and you're being very straightforward about what you want. But you may feel that nobody really gels, or you may feel that these are not your sort of people. They feel very very detached, but also very attached to the working environment and very detached from people. There's like no morale is what I'm picking up on. But the Page of Swords, I definitely get that you're seeing what else is out there or seeing a new way to approach something. Some of you may have a new idea and you're waiting to get organized and make it happen. But I feel you're being very self-sufficient at this time. Some of you are actually thinking about setting up your own business. It could be a little side hustle, or it could be, an opportunity for you to step up, but step out into a new position. I definitely see that there is promotion available to you. It's not like, it could be like a stepping stone into a leadership position, but I definitely see more responsibility, more status, and I feel that you will get to a point in your career where people actually take note of what you say and they see you and appreciate you. But I feel it has been hard going. The Nine of Wands tells me that you've been battling away, you've been working really hard, and you may feel like you've got no time for you. The Nine of Wands also indicates some stress. So you may be looking at stress management, or you may be looking at, if you're working in a very pressurized environment where you feel you're being, worked to the max, let's say, because we got the Ten of Wands, which is the next step up. You may be like, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. Okay. Because I feel you've been battling away at something that perhaps has not been working for you, and now you're taking the power back in order to step into a better position in your career. I feel some of you may have been taking a lot on, or you may feel put upon in your working environment where someone just keeps on stacking up the work for you or expecting you to do everything. It just feels like it's never ending. Okay, now even if you work for yourself, you know, they always say work for yourself. It's so incredible. And you know, you got more time for you. Oh no. Okay, when you work for yourself, it's 24/7, and you may feel actually your work is never done. And so I feel you're trying to find the balance between working really hard and it being very rewarding at the same time. The Ten of Wands indicates if you keep going the way you're at right now, you're going to burn yourself out if you're not already burnt out. But Ten of Wands indicates that you are very, very strong with all the things that you've been dealing with right now within your career. And things are about to get a whole lot better, because this card indicates you're burning the excess away, or you're sort of clearing a space for a new beginning here. Okay, so I feel you're actually going to thank yourself in the long run for valuing who you are and what you are capable of achieving. And you're going to look at areas in your career where you feel that people have either underestimated you, undermined you, or in some way try to micromanage you. They're actually going to see that you're really good at what you do, and that you're going to be stepping up into leadership positions. Okay. Now, in the near future, we've got the Hermit card. So this is really about taking a pause. So every card, I mean, is telling me here, and every energy that I'm picking up, it's telling me that don't overdo it, okay? I definitely get a sense that you need to really check back on in with yourself and really reflect on your path. Some of you may be fed up with the way things are going in a challenging situation in your working environment, and you're just fed up. I feel like the way I see this is you're the mature person in a very immature environment, is what I'm seeing. So some of you may be going, oh, you know what? I can't do this anymore. I'm above this. And the Hermit energy can also indicate time to go solo. Some of you may see that there is trouble within the working environment. Now, this could be, as I said, you know, office politics. It could also be restructures where you're looking at what's going on, the changes that are going on, and you're wondering, are these changes going to affect me in some way in the long term? So I definitely see that you're getting very, very clever. Some of you may step away to get lots of new ideas regarding your career. And when you take some time out, it will actually help you refocus in order to get the goal, whatever it is you're planning. Because as you can see, we've got the King of Swords here, which is about strategizing. It's about having a plan. It's being really organized and speaking your truth to the universe and saying, this is what I want, and the universe delivering. So there's an opportunity coming on in here that's going to make your heart sing. And if you've been having difficulty in the working environment in some way, things are about to get a whole lot easier. June is like a breath of fresh air for you, okay? Now, we've got the Five of Swords here. I really want you to be aware of how talented you are. Sometimes you may be a bit critical on yourself, my beautiful Sagittarians. I feel over the month of June in particular, you're going to build a lot more confidence in yourself and change the way that you talk to yourself. It's important because actually you're really good at what you do. But you may have been suffering in silence recently with regards to some sort of cliques at work, or someone who tries to win at all cost. Someone may see you as a competition, is what I'm seeing here. And there may have been a bit of drama or something that was unfair that occurred in the working environment. What I see here is that the main energy is like you work so hard. You're like working more than most. And it's so unfair because you feel like you're not further along in your career as you should be. And I feel that's all about to change for you, because something that you've been waiting, working really hard towards, something that you've had your eye on is going to be delivered to you because you worked hard for it. Okay, you did this all by yourself and you're worth it. They keep giving me that very famous commercial. You're worth it. You're worth it. I keep hearing this in the background. I'm scrying at the same time as doing your reading. Now, the Five of Swords can indicate tension, pressure. Some of you may have unrealistic deadlines that you've been given, or you just have a lot on and you're feeling like there's not enough time in the day. Now, they're actually showing me in the water an origami bird. Okay, now either someone's going to gift you a little origami bird or you're going to find one. You know, origami being the paper folding, just in case there's someone out there who's like, what does that mean? Origami bird, it looks like it looks like a crane or a stalk, the way that they've done this origami bird in the water. Now, what I feel from the energy is step by step, patiently, you're creating something magnificent. There's good fortune and a wish granted, and hope, finding hope during a very challenging time. What they're indicating here is just before success, sometimes we have a difficult time. We're given a final test or a final push through something, and then there's success. I feel that's the breakthrough you're having right now. You know, they always say it's darkest before the dawn. I definitely get a sense that managing your stress levels is important. Okay, very important indeed. Now, I am picking up also, I want to just say about that origami bird, when I see things in the water, they can indicate something that I'm just meant to decode to give you the energy, or it can be something that you will see over the next 6 weeks that indicates some better news is coming in your career, okay? So look out for an origami bird. As I said, someone may gift you one, or you may just randomly find one, or you'll see like a documentary on one, or, you know, you may see one in a reel or something like that. So just look out for them. It's a little placed image by my guides that show you that there is better things to come for you. Okay, so just watch out for that. I'm told it actually means good fortune to find one or see one, so look out for those. Now, what they're showing me, I'm getting another energy, and I'm going to just take a moment because this is quite sensitive. So if you're going through this, I don't feel, okay, let me put it this way. I feel about 27% energy. If I was to put a number on it, 27% energy from Sagittarians that have been going through something personal that has been very, very difficult to deal with. Now, this could be a bereavement. It could be a breakup. It could be something really personal that it could be some sort of unwellness, or something that is right now taking a lot more of your time and your thought process, and you feel that work is just another layer of pressure right now that you really don't need. So I feel that some of you have been going through, I'm just going to let that siren go past. I mean, it's timely that that siren has gone past, because I feel like there's something critical going on in your career that you feel, you know what, it's just a lot going on right now, and you may feel that things are coming to a climax for you. And if you've been going through a very difficult time on a personal level, you may feel, I don't see that your work is struggling because of it, or it's, you know, any less than you're truly capable of. What I see is that you're trying to work through the difficulty. You're trying to put a smile on it and just keep moving through it. So I'm sending you a huge hug out there for those Sagittarians who are going through something very, very difficult. I see you. I can feel the energy, and I just send so much love. I can see it's going to get better for you, okay? And if you what they're showing me is, if you've recently gone through a bereavement, that person thinks about you all the time and is with you as much as they can be with you all the time, sending you lots of love. There's going to be moments where you feel incredibly warm. This is so bizarre. Normally, you know, when there's a presence, you feel cold, but they're indicating there's going to be moments where you feel incredibly warm. And it's then when they're holding you. Okay, so that's not going to be for everyone, but I want you to be aware of that. I'm sending you so much love out there. So look out for those moments as well. I mean, it could even be a sign. The origami bird can be an indication as well. So look out for that too, because the energies are interlinked. Now, the external circumstances, we got the Four of Swords, which is to really manage stress levels by just taking a pause, taking a rest. Okay, and really recalibrating your energy. The Four of Swords indicates you're protected during a difficult time, but you must take some time to mediate a situation or reflect. The fact that you've got the Hangman energy and you've got the Hermit, it's telling me there's a big decision you're making in your career right now, and you need time to really think it through before you take action. So all the answers will come to you when you need it, but you need to take a pause or have a moment of silence to really suddenly check in with your intuition and just know the answers. When we take a pause in tranquility, the answers are so loud, so obvious to us, but we've built a very loud environment in terms of the world. You know, there's loud cars, loud sirens, loud life. We're bombarded by information, the news, the media, everything screams for our attention. So it's really important for you to just take a pause to really check in with your heart. It whispers sometimes, but don't allow it to get to the point where it's screaming because it's not being heard. Okay, so listen to your heart is very important there. But the Four of Swords also indicates that if you've been going through a very difficult time, you need to give yourself the time for healing. Okay, so even if you've gone through a procedure, some of you may have gone through a procedure or have been unwell, and you may be trying to struggle through and do bits and pieces and still do some work. Remember, your health is so important, especially, I mean, not put aside the fact that the sixth house is influencing you. Your health is so important, okay? So take the time you need to really recharge your batteries and get back to best before you really exert yourself, because without you, there is no you. There is no nothing. Okay, so I'm sending you lots of love. Make sure that you take good care of yourself there. I see you actually going from strength to strength, and I see your ideas coming to life and really, you recharging your batteries. Even if, I mean, the Four of Swords and the Three of Swords can indicate that, yes, there's been a bit of pressure on you recently, and you have been feeling a little bit unmotivated, or felt like you want to have a duvet day every day because you feel like your expectations have not been met, or it just feels like it's like a repetitive cycle of doing, and there's always stuff to do. But I do see you coming through that and things working out in your favor. Now, the hope and a fear position, we've got the Three of Swords. I just get this energy of like, why does it have to be this hard? Okay, so I feel some of you have been suffering. Now, this could be the environment, at your working environment, that you have been suffering from. I do see it getting better. Some of you may even take something to HR, or I actually feel like someone else takes something to HR and it vastly improves an environment, and you benefit from a better environment because it has been taken by somebody else to HR, is what I see. If someone has been pinpointing you, trying to push your buttons, I actually see that person, unfortunately, they take their attention elsewhere to somebody else, okay? But it will be nipped in the bud by someone who is in a position of power. Now, if you work for yourself, you may have felt that things are down, or you could even feel, I mean, we're all going through, the price of living costs are elevating to a crazy level, and you just may feel that things are really difficult right now, and it just feels like there's a lot going on. And I see things changing. I see new ideas happening for you, and I see you doing something that you love. It could be an offer, an opportunity coming in that actually sees you be able to be more emotionally fulfilled, as well as be able to voice your opinions and be heard and really bring your unique self to your role, whatever that is. Now, also, because it's in a hope and a fear position, the hope here is that things will get better, that things improve, and that, yes, you've been feeling a little bit burnt out, you've been feeling a little bit restless in your situation, maybe even a little bit of anxiety there, but be ready to act because there is a new opportunity coming your way. These two cards indicate you elevating in some level of your career. Now, this could literally be a promotion or raise to a new position where you are a leader, you have a plan. Some of you may even have links to branches abroad, or you may even step into a leadership position where your words, your intelligence are key to your role. Okay, you've got a lot of charisma. You're actually very organized when you put your mind to something that you love doing. And I feel like you're someone who would be a very good boss because you're very clear, very analytical, and you actually don't let power go to your head, okay, is what I see there as well. But this is about doing something that you love. So on a personal level, the King of Swords is about a plan, analysis, really judging a situation. You're in a really good position, and you will find what you're looking for. Remember, thoughts become things. And we've got the Ace of Cups here, which indicates that something you love or something that you desire is actually being offered to you. And I do feel the middle of June is when this opportunity is realized and finalized. So you may be signing a new contract. Some of you will be elevated to a promotion or raise, or if you're actually setting up your own business, I feel, you get that desired client, or you get noticed for, your skill set, and you've got people responding to whatever product or whatever job you do. People are noticing that your heart is in it, that you love what you do, okay? Now, also the Ace of Cups there, it does indicate a much more peaceful time, peace of mind, emotional care. So you care a lot about what you do, and you're so talented, so productive, and you work really hard on something that you are completely involved in. You never leave a job undone. You're the sort of person, your reputation, you care about it, okay? Because I feel there's part of you in this reading where you feel your work is an extension of yourself. It's a reflection of what you have to offer. Don't define yourself in those terms, because sometimes, experiences outside our control can make us feel a little bit disappointed. You're right where you're meant to be. There is new change happening here, and I definitely see something being offered to you. It could be a new contract or a new project that you'll love. If you've been feeling really bored in your situation and you feel there needs to be a little bit more excitement, I definitely see something coming on in that makes you feel like you're on top of the world, like you're in control, and that things, I mean, what I see here is you are a pro at what you do, okay? In terms of finances, I feel like you're getting really organized, you're being strict with the budget. You may find it's a little bit tight, not gonna lie to you. I feel, even though you may feel it's a little bit tight, I actually see that some of you have really budgeted well and will budget well, and I see that there's a little bit more money perhaps coming on in terms of finances. I'm just going to pull a card and see. Can you show me anything about finances for this month? This is more about career, but let me see a bit about finances. Three of Pentacles, steady amount of money. Okay, Three of Pentacles is like, you know, yeah, strong foundation. You're going from strength to strength. You may be able to save a little bit. Three of Pentacles can indicate your creativity or your talent. There's something that you are really good at that you haven't tapped into, or you know about it, but you're thinking about setting up your own business and being inspired to find the right time to actually set it up. I feel people talk about your talent behind your back. They consult and say, yeah, Sagittarius is the right person for the job, or they're really good at what they do, okay? And the Knight of Pentacles indicates more money attracted to you, or you're working really hard and you're bringing in the money. Your dedication will pay off and you'll see it on a financial scale. Also, the Knight of Pentacles indicates a job offer, raise, promotion, or some sort of financial news that will make you feel very, very happy in the month of May into June. Okay, now this is towards the end of May. I feel there's something here where you have more money than you expected. So it could be that suddenly you find out something didn't cost as much as you thought it would be this month, or perhaps there's some sort of tax break and you get a little bit more money than you were expecting, or you have to pay a little bit less money for taxes than you're expecting, so you've got a little bit more money in your pocket. I get a sense that you're going to have a little bit more money in your pocket as you transition into June. Now, as I'm closing the reading, they're actually showing me ropes. Now, this could be a binding contract. It could also it could be that you feel tied to a situation that controls your movement or your time right now. You may feel stuck in that rut, being pulled in many different directions. That totally makes sense, seeing the ropes. Okay, so I do see that it's going to get better for you. Okay, they're just giving me something. One moment, please. Okay, they'll give me a song. Oh, it's very intense, kind of metal kind of song. Let me just check in with that. Celebrate the moment as it turns into one more. Another chance at victory. Sorry, another chance at victory. Another chance to score, I think it said there. Now, they've only just played that, and they played it once. So that kind of wasn't fair, because I really don't know if I got the words 100% correct, because it was very intense. It's quite intense metal, and it sounds like it's underwater. So sometimes I have to really try and decode it. I don't know who sings it, but it felt like really like fast, and I just felt like I was busy or in a rush, and I'm just like, you know, doing. So maybe that's how you're feeling right now, and you're up to the wire on something. Maybe you've got lots of deadlines, or you're being very productive, and sometimes it feels a little bit overwhelming. Things do get easier from that transition from May into June. Look, you've got the Four of Swords, okay, which means peace. There's going to be peace of mind. A difficult situation turns into something much better, okay? And that song, I don't know what it's called, so I can't tell you who sings it or anything like that. Surprise, surprise. I can't know all the songs in the world, but if you know what it is, you know, I will look it up, but you may hear it in the next 6 weeks. I feel they're trying to just give me the energy of what it means to be you right now in your career, okay? Now, outcome energy, we've got miracles, gracious gifts from spirit. I mean, look, This is a gift from Spirit. The hand of the universe pops in. As you can see, the turbulent cloud there. Things are difficult, but suddenly an opportunity out of the blue. No wonder they were showing me the moon card, because it can mean something below the surface is being formulated. The universe is orchestrating things behind the scenes and waiting for the right opportunity to present it to you. And I definitely see that's going to happen there. And also we've got the dove there for peace, tranquility. And it says here, angels intervene, redeemed, lifted up, needs are met, and support. So definitely going to get support this month, not just from Spirit, but also I feel in your working environment. Suddenly, the energy is going to shift and there's a lot more support. You're going to feel a lot more seen. Your ideas are going to be met with applause. And I actually see that any, if you're pitching ideas and things like that, I feel like people want to elevate you. You've got something to say. We've also got connected. Okay, so that's totally being in the flow. And it says high vibe tribe, network, rise up, get ahead, co-op, collaboration, win-win. Okay, so working together, but I definitely see that whatever it is you turn your hand to is going from strength to strength, and you will be rewarded for it as well. Wonderful opportunity. They want you to peacock your skills. Okay, sometimes you just work away, squirrel away and work really hard. They want you to be a bit more vocal. Don't shoot the messenger when I say that. They want you to be a little bit more vocal about your accomplishments, okay? Make people aware. You're not bragging, but you're, proud of what you do. So some of you, especially if you work for yourself, get yourself out there, promote your work. Whether it's on social media, it's not bragging. It's letting people see how awesome you are at what you do. Remember, you're providing a service. You're providing something that you love doing and other people want. So it makes sense to market your stuff. And we've also got cosmic cycle. Wheels are turning. Good luck. Take risks. Another phase. Looking up and cash flow. Okay, so that's the equivalent of the Wheel of Fortune. So a lot of positivity happening here for you. I feel things get better around about the cusp of May into June. Okay, and I'm just going to go and get a room before we close. Okay, so we've got the birch. Yeah, it is the birch. And this is becoming, okay? Birthing new ideas, good luck coming your way. But also, this is about being clear, that those pure thoughts, pure intentions, being clear about what you want and, starting new projects or opening new chapters. And some of you, because this rune can connect to like family, some of you may have been either worried about a family member or you may have been worried about something within the family unit, something on a personal level, but they're indicating things work out in your favor. Okay, there's a positive energy here. And, oh, well, we've got the Wheel of Fortune energy right there. Yep. So that is gift. I mean, some of you may even be given like a bonus or raise. I know in these times it's very difficult to imagine that could happen, but I feel it may not be a huge amount, but it may be a gesture of appreciation of your work because this is a gift rune and you got the Ace of Cups, which tends to be a gift. Okay, this is good luck and partnerships as well. So I feel people start to work together a little bit more. If you work for the family environment and it's been a bit fraught with some changes recently, everything's going to go smoothly for you. But this can also indicate loving what you do. Okay, so good fortune, but it comes from loving what you do. So I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates for you. And my guides want me to give you the fact that even though these are runes, they want me to give you the initials. Now, I never normally see runes as initials at all, okay? But they are indicating B and X. I don't know if that means something to somebody. Oh, thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. They're actually correcting me. They're saying the initial is B and this is a kiss. B and a kiss. So either someone from Spirit is giving a message, B and a kiss. I mean, yeah, I don't know how else to decode that because that's all I've been given. So I'll leave it there. I hope something does resonate for you in that reading. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Sagittarians. Love and light.